Welcome to the shadowy world of Hollywood, where beneath the glitz and glamour lies a tale of fame, power, and a chilling downfall. Our story begins with Phil Spector, a legendary music producer whose innovative techniques shaped the sound of an era. But behind the scenes, Spector's life was far from harmonious. Instead, it spiraled into chaos, culminating in a shocking crime that left the world stunned. The victim? Lana Clarkson, a talented actress whose life was tragically cut short. The ensuing trial became a media frenzy, captivating audiences worldwide and revealing the darkest corners of a celebrity's life. Stay with us as we delve deep into Hollywood's darkest secret, the rise and shocking fall of Phil Spector. Before the fall, there was the rise. Phil Spector, a name synonymous with musical genius, revolutionized the industry with his innovative wall of sound production technique. Born in the Bronx, Spector's early life was marked by tragedy and resilience, but it was his move to Los Angeles that set the stage for his meteoric rise. In the 1960s, Spector became a powerhouse, collaborating with iconic artists and groups that defined the era. The Ronettes, with their timeless hit, Be My Baby, showcased Spector's ability to layer instruments and vocals to create a rich, immersive sound. This technique, known as the wall of sound, involved recording multiple instruments in unison and layering them to create a dense, echo-filled audio experience. Spector's genius didn't stop there. He worked with the Beatles on their final album, Let It Be, leaving an indelible mark on the legendary band's swan song. And who could forget his work with Tina Turner on River Deep, Mountain High? Though initially not a commercial success in the US, it later gained recognition as one of the greatest songs of all time. Phil Spector's legacy was built on a foundation of innovation, collaboration, and an unparalleled ear for music. His contributions to the industry were nothing short of groundbreaking, earning him a revered place in the annals of music history. But as we know, the higher the climb, the harder the fall. Stay tuned as we unravel the darker chapters of his life. Now, let's rewind to the fateful night that changed everything. Lana Clarkson, a talented actress known for her roles in cult classics like Barbarian Queen, had seen her career fluctuate over the years. Despite facing the ups and downs of Hollywood, she remained a vibrant spirit, always chasing her next big break. On the night of February 2nd, 2003, Lana was working at the House of Blues in Los Angeles, a venue known for its lively atmosphere and celebrity clientele. It was here that she crossed paths with Phil Spector. Drawn by his charm and the allure of his storied career, Lana accepted his invitation to accompany him back to his mansion. As they arrived at the Grand Alhambra estate, the night took a darker turn. The mansion, once a symbol of Spector's success, became the setting for a tragic event. Witnesses reported seeing Lana and Spector enter the residence together, but what transpired behind those closed doors remains shrouded in mystery. In the early hours of February 3rd, a single gunshot rang out. Lana Clarkson was found dead, slumped in a chair with a gunshot wound to her mouth. Spector, disheveled and distraught, claimed it was an accidental suicide. But the scene, it told a different story. Blood spatter analysis, forensic evidence, and chilling details began to emerge, painting a picture of violence and fear. Stay with us as we delve deeper into the investigation, the trial, and the shocking revelations that followed. Phil Spector's downfall wasn't just the fall of a music icon. It was a dark chapter in Hollywood history that left an indelible mark on all who followed the case. As we continue to unravel the events of that fateful night, we arrive at the crime scene itself, a place where dreams turned into nightmares. Lana Clarkson, a vibrant actress with a promising future, was found lifeless in Phil Spector's grandiose Alhambra mansion. The scene was nothing short of a Hollywood horror story. In the dimly lit room, Lana sat slumped in a chair, a gunshot wound to her mouth. The eerie silence that followed the single, deafening gunshot was only broken by the arrival of the authorities. Forensic experts meticulously combed through the scene, uncovering chilling details that would later play a crucial role in the trial. Blood spatter analysis painted a grim picture, tiny droplets scattered across the room, indicating a close-range shot. The gun, resting near Lana's feet, seemed to tell a story of its own. Eyewitnesses, including Spector's chauffeur, recalled seeing a disheveled and frantic Spector emerge from the mansion, muttering the now infamous words, "I think I killed somebody." Spector's behavior that night was erratic and unsettling. Initially, he claimed that Lana had kissed the gun, suggesting a tragic accident or even a suicide. However, this claim was quickly overshadowed by the mounting forensic evidence and the testimonies of those who knew him well. Stories of Spector's volatile temper and history of violence began to surface, casting a long shadow over his initial account. As investigators pieced together the evidence, questions lingered. What really happened behind those closed doors? Was it a moment of madness or a calculated act of violence? The chilling details of the crime scene left an indelible mark on all who witnessed it, adding another layer of mystery to Hollywood's darkest secret. Stay with us as we delve into the investigation and the trial that followed, exposing the shocking revelations that would ultimately lead to Phil Spector's downfall. As the investigation progressed, the world turned its eyes to the courtroom where Phil Spector would face his fate. The trial was nothing short of a media spectacle, with reporters and cameras capturing every moment of the high-profile proceedings. Spector, once a revered music icon, now stood accused of a heinous crime. His eccentric personality and history of violent behavior laid bare for all to see. The defense team, led by some of the country's most renowned attorneys, tried to paint the incident as an accidental suicide. They argued that Lana Clarkson, in a moment of despair, had kissed the gun, a tragic end to her struggles in Hollywood. However, the prosecution was relentless, presenting a mountain of forensic evidence and compelling witness testimonies that contradicted Spector's claims. One of the most damning pieces of evidence came from Spector's own chauffeur, who testified that he heard Spector muttering, "I think I killed somebody," shortly after the gunshot. This chilling admission, coupled with the blood spatter analysis and the positioning of the gun, suggested a close-range shooting, far from the accidental scenario the defense proposed. Witnesses who knew Spector spoke of his volatile nature and history of violence, painting a picture of a man whose temper could turn deadly. Former colleagues and acquaintances recounted instances of Spector's erratic behavior, including threats and physical altercations. These testimonies shattered the image of the genius producer, revealing a darker, more dangerous side. As the trial unfolded, the courtroom drama captivated the nation. Each day brought new revelations, adding to the suspense and intrigue. The jury, faced with a complex web of evidence and testimonies, deliberated for days. Finally, the verdict was delivered. Phil Spector was found guilty of murder, his fall from grace complete. The trial of Phil Spector was a stark reminder that even those who seem untouchable can be held accountable for their actions. It exposed the hidden darkness behind the glitzy facade of Hollywood, leaving an indelible mark on all who followed the case. Stay with us as we continue to explore Hollywood's darkest secrets and the shocking truths that lie beneath the surface. The courtroom fell silent as the jury returned with their verdict. Phil Spector, the once untouchable music mogul, stood accused of second-degree murder. The weight of the decision hung heavy in the air. When the word guilty was finally spoken, it marked not just the end of a trial, but the end of an era. Public reaction to the verdict was intense and divided. Some felt justice had been served, believing that Spector's conviction was a long overdue reckoning for his violent past. Others, however, questioned whether the legal system had been influenced by his fame and fortune. Could a man of such wealth and power truly be held accountable in the same way as anyone else? The aftermath of the trial saw Spector's legacy in the music industry irrevocably tarnished. His revolutionary wall of sound technique, once celebrated, now overshadowed by the darkness of his personal life. Lana Clarkson's family, though relieved by the verdict, were left to grapple with the loss of a beloved daughter and sister, a promising actress whose life was cut tragically short. Critics of the trial argued that Spector's wealth afforded him a defense team far beyond the reach of ordinary citizens, raising questions about the equality of the justice system. Yet despite the high-powered attorneys and the media frenzy, the evidence and testimonies painted a clear picture, one that even Spector's influence couldn't alter. In the end, the conviction of Phil Spector served as a complex symbol. It was a victory for justice, but also a reminder of the pervasive power dynamics within Hollywood. The trial forced society to confront uncomfortable truths about fame, power, and accountability. Was justice truly served for Lana Clarkson? The answer may lie in the broader conversation about how we hold the powerful accountable. One thing is certain: the fall of Phil Spector remains one of Hollywood's darkest secrets, a chilling tale of fame and its shadows. Stay tuned as we continue to delve into the hidden depths of Tinseltown, uncovering the secrets that lie beneath its glittering surface. With the verdict delivered, the world watched as the once revered music icon, Phil Spector, was led away in handcuffs. The impact of his conviction rippled through both the music industry and Hollywood, leaving an indelible mark on his legacy. Spector's revolutionary wall of sound technique, which had once defined an era of music, now stood tainted by the grim reality of his actions. Artists and producers who once idolized him found themselves grappling with the duality of his genius and his violence. The industry, while acknowledging his contributions, was forced to reckon with the darker aspects of his persona. In Hollywood, the case served as a stark reminder of the hidden dangers that lurk behind the glamour. The tragic death of Lana Clarkson, a promising actress, became a symbol of the vulnerability that often accompanies the pursuit of stardom. Her family continued to mourn, their grief compounded by the public nature of the trial. As Spector's life moved behind bars, the once dominating figure faced a starkly different reality. In prison, he maintained his innocence, but the world outside had moved on, his name now synonymous with infamy rather than innovation. His later years were marked by declining health, and in 2021, he passed away, leaving behind a legacy forever tarnished by his crime. The reaction to his death was mixed. Some mourned the loss of a musical pioneer, while others felt a sense of closure, believing that justice had ultimately been served. The story of Phil Spector remains a cautionary tale, a chilling example of how power and talent can be overshadowed by darkness. As we reflect on his fall, we're reminded of the fragile line between genius and madness, and the heavy price of fame. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the hidden depths of Tinseltown, bringing you the stories that reveal Hollywood's true face. The story of Phil Spector and Lana Clarkson is a haunting reminder of the dark side of fame and power. Lana Clarkson, a talented actress with a promising future, had her life abruptly and tragically cut short. Her death, shrouded in mystery and violence, left a void in the hearts of those who knew her and a scar on Hollywood's already blemished history. Phil Spector, a man once celebrated for his musical genius, found his legacy irrevocably tarnished. His wall of sound technique, which revolutionized music, now serves as a backdrop to a much darker narrative. The trial and conviction exposed the sinister aspects of his character, painting a stark contrast to his public persona. As we reflect on this tragic tale, we are compelled to ask ourselves, how many more stories like this remain hidden in the shadows of Hollywood? How often do we overlook the warning signs, blinded by the glitter and glamour of fame? The downfall of Phil Spector and the untimely death of Lana Clarkson serve as a somber lesson on the destructive potential of power and the fragility of human life. In the end, we are left with a chilling reminder that behind the curtain of fame, there can lurk a darkness capable of consuming even the brightest stars. Stay with us as we continue to peel back the layers of Hollywood's secrets, revealing the stories that lie beneath the surface. Hit subscribe to ensure you don't miss our next deep dive into the hidden truths of Tinseltown. As we unravel the layers of this tragic story, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the case of Phil Spector and Lana Clarkson? Do you believe justice was served? Leave your comments below. We're eager to hear your perspectives. If you found this deep dive into one of Hollywood's darkest secrets compelling, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us bring more stories like this to light. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on true crime mysteries, Hollywood scandals, and the untold stories that lie beneath the surface of fame and fortune. Share this video with friends or anyone who's fascinated by the hidden truths of Tinseltown. Together, let's continue to peel back the layers and reveal what's really going on behind the scenes. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more gripping tales from the shadows of Hollywood.